So now that we've defined it, the currencies are not going to be in any particular order. So I'll just be throwing out the different things you could be looking at. And then when you are actually dealing with the scenarios, you can break it down and watch what stage you are at and what you're working on and how you're trying to achieve this thing that your idea of success is. So the next thing is discipline. And we're going to be trying to look at examples. So discipline, for example, you want to, get the best grades in your exams. Success means you have to discipline yourself to work with it. And that's the currency that success is expecting from you. What you need to do, if you have to wake up at 5 a.m. to study, please by all means do it. If you have to be at home at a certain time, please do it. If it means you have to sleep at a certain time, please do it. Why do you need to do that? All of these things will help you achieve what you're trying to achieve. So, when I was doing my master's degree, I can tell you I barely slept. There was so much to read, so much to understand, so much to break down. Series and series and series of books. And what I do when I am studying, my family didn't know me. I'll completely be away from everything else and make that the focus. And then I will buy every book there is to buy on that topic. And then I will sit down with my computer and I will research and research and research. I barely slept. And so discipline, that's what it is. And when I got the grades, I was over the moon because of course it paid off. And when I'm saying when you have to sleep, you sleep, because if you say to yourself, I'm going to just sit up all night and read all night, what happens? It gets to a point where your body cannot take anymore. And so when you're reading, you want to be sure you're gaining understanding. So whenever the body says it's hard enough, it has hard enough. So you have to work with yourself to know what you can handle. But of course, you must be disciplined. And that's why it's a major currency in achieving success. Number 3 currency, determination. You have to be determined. I want to achieve this. There are no ifs and there are no buts. And this is why I am explaining to you that religion and life speak differently. Sleeping in church and you want to achieve something, and praying all night, and getting prayer warriors, and getting everybody under the sun to please pray for me, pray for me, pray for me. After reading that book, Working with the Law, I can just tell when somebody is just wasting time and there's no result that's going to come out of this. Because the Bible says it. God will help those who help themselves. And that's how simple as it is. You want to sleep in church and tell yourself, because I'm praying to God, I'll get distinction or I'll get first class. It doesn't work that way. Life doesn't work that way. Life wants actions from you. Life wants you to do something, for you to achieve something. So when you're determined and you say to yourself, this I'm going to get, follow these currencies that I'm nicely explaining here. You will get what you're looking for. Number 4. So what's going to happen? Some of them I'll go into details and some I'll just mention what it is. Number 4 is commitment. So commitment is a bit like determination. I am committed to achieve this. I am committed. That's it. You tell yourself you want to achieve something. You commit yourself. And this is one of those things that I know I'm very good at. Again, I'm just telling you based on my personal experiences. It's something I learned today, POV. Point of view. This is my personal point of view. Once I say to somebody, I am going to do something, I do it. I'm just one of those people that my word is my bond. I don't renege on what I say I want to do. And I've been saying, from when we started these videos, I've said every Wednesday I'm going to be coming to you with something. That's my commitment. I'm going to do it. And that's how it works. On my TikTok channel, especially my travel channel, I committed myself to say I will post every day. I've started doing that. And I'm doing it. So it's like once you commit yourself to do something, work with yourself. Be committed. And results will come. That's what we mean by success. Results. Number 5 is believe. So do you believe yourself? Do you believe that you are capable of achieving something? Now, this is what I found with some people. They want to do something, but they tell themselves, no, I really cannot do that. And you just start doubting yourself. I mean, for me, one of the things I got from my dad as a young kid was, nobody's better than you. My dad gave me that. Nobody is better than you. The only being better than you, stronger than you, wiser than you is your creator. And so go out there and be with the rest of the human beings, work with them. And that's been part of my life. I mean, typically, culturally, there used to be this thing about being male and being female. And I don't buy that. I don't buy because I'm female, I cannot do certain things. Because I'm male or because they are male, they can. I just know that I'm a human being. That's it for me. I am human, and that's it. Now, there are certain things I just say to myself, I don't want to do that. And then I don't want to do it, I won't do it. But if I have said I want to do something, it is in me. I believe I can do it. And now I give it all I have to give it, which is where these currencies come in. Apply these currencies in your life and you're going to be surprised the results you will get. So, number 6 is tenacity. Again, tenacity is quite similar to commitment. It's that thing in you that say, I am going to stick with it. I've decided to do something and I'm going to stick with it. So that's number 6. Timely, number 7. Okay, that's another really good one. Now, when it comes to, we were trying to look at a footballer's life and success to a footballer. A footballer says, oh, I want to score a lot of goals. I want to be one of the best players on the field. I want to be this, I want to be that. I've actually had the honor of working with a footballer once. I went to his place, Premier League footballer, and I had to get his hair done. And I saw for myself what kind of lifestyle they have. They get up 4 a.m. to go to practice. They have to be there. We read all the stories about when David Beckham, for example, with Alex Ferguson, who was the coach then, the manager of Manchester United, and when they started having problems. Because it got to a point he felt he was too much of a superstar and he was coming late to, practice. And Alex Ferguson said, that's not on my watch. Timeliness is so important in everything we do. But I know for us, mostly us Nigerians, Africans, whenever we say we want to do something and we quote a time, nobody shows up for that time. They will stroll down and say to you, oh, how did I put it? Beautifully late. Graciously late. What is that? Again, for me, it's one of the biggest things I picked up from living in the West. But then it was always part of me to be at a place on time. I am always rather ahead of time than to be late. I went to an appointment yesterday. I got there almost 45 minutes earlier. And the man was like, oh, you do know you're really early? I said, yeah, I'd rather be here than be late or be anywhere else. I know I'm going to be somewhere. That's it. I will be there at that time. It is part of my discipline. So if you know you want to achieve something, timeliness is so important. Make sure you arrive wherever you say you're going on time.